What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Morning Movie Chat. I am your host, Trinity. Thank you all so much for being here on the Second Street Marvel. I do greatly appreciate every single one of you for being here. Yeah, it's Friday. Can you believe it? We're here. What is it? Friday, March 20th already. Time just seems to keep flying by through this year. And with everything going on in the world, I guess that could be a good thing, right? With everything going on in the world, time flying by very well could be a good thing. So yeah, I hope you're all having a very good day today. If you do just getting onto this live stream, please make sure you smash the like button. You know all that stuff that we're supposed to tell you guys to do. You know the deal here, guys. It helps out if you share it with your friends. If you tell your friends about it, tell your mom about it. Maybe your mother. You never know. She might like to come here and watch me flap my gums. I mean, maybe she just wants to watch me. Who knows? You never know. Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, look. I'm pretty kind on the eyes, am I not? I mean, I'm no Scarlett Johansson or Gal Gadot or anything, but hey, come on now, guys and girls. Anyway, I hope you're all having a very good day today, and there are a few things in case you guys didn't see the title here of this video. This is going to be a channel update video, effective immediately. All of these changes will be taking place here on the channel. And the first thing I wanted to let you guys know right off the top, the first channel update, the first thing that we're going to be changing. Oh man, we got some people here. What's up, y'all? How you doing? We got Fanjecture, Captain Pennsylvania, Rose Sachs is here. Who else is here? There's a fourth one of you out there watching, not commenting. Just drop a comment. Say hi. What's up? We'd all love to have you here and conversate with us. But the one thing that I wanted to tell you guys, the one thing that is going to be happening effective immediately. The first change being implemented. The first change being implemented is nothing. We're not changing anything here. You know what it is you know what it is I like watching channel update videos. You know what I mean? You wake up early one morning, maybe like 4:30 like I do, most mornings. Today was actually about 5:30. Yeah, I woke up a little late today. But you wake up in the morning and you get that video that dropped overnight from maybe not one of your favorite YouTubers, maybe one of your YouTuber friends, or somebody you know, or anything like that. Maybe they're one of your favorite YouTubers. You never know. Especially here lately. It says channel update. And you're sitting there like, ooh, I wanna see a channel update. What's going on? What's going on with my favorite YouTuber? So you click on their video and, and they tell you about these changes that are coming. With everything that's been going on in the world right now, guys, you guys know I've been going to college and taking some classes. I'm in my last semester of college and then I graduate. And it's felt so good over these past few years and just being here with you guys and growing the channel. It's been a really great journey, and I apologize. I just haven't had the time to put into the channel that I would normally have, but that's going to be changing going forward because I'm going to here in the next couple months I'm going to graduate from college, and then I'm probably going to enter the workforce and get a real job, and then I'm probably not going to be able to upload shit because I actually found out that I don't just get to go to school and have fucking fun my whole life. That's not what life's about. I'm kidding. Naturally, I'm kidding, but that's what we get. You know those update videos. You click on them. You see, you're like, oh, we got a channel update video. I'm gonna click on it. Oh, and I've just seen a lot of those lately. From movie reviewers and things like that here on YouTube, saying, "Oh, these changes come effective." I'm not sure if you guys knew, but all the theaters are closed down, so I can't review any new movies. But they are releasing some videos for home streaming, so I can still review them. But So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and get into the back catalog of films that I have yet to review. Some from last year. Here's a little list of them. Maybe some from years past. Maybe we'll do some vintage ones. We'll do some from years past, movies that I just haven't seen, and you're almost embarrassed to admit that you haven't seen them. So you just continue not seeing them. Well, I'm gonna watch some of those and I'm gonna review them, but I'm not gonna tell you which ones they are because I'm embarrassed to tell you what movies I haven't seen. Classics that I haven't seen. Don't you love those videos? I love those videos. I love those videos. That's why I had to. That's why I had to put there. Channel update, effective immediately. Morning movie chat. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna be serious now, guys. I'm gonna be serious now. We'll get into the rest of the show, guys. I don't know. I'm just having. I don't know. It's been a good morning. I got out this morning. In case you didn't see the thumbnail there, got out this morning for a nice little morning ride. It was cold. It wasn't too cold. It was like 40s. It was in the 40s, like 40. It was still pretty. It was still pretty chill. Got out for a nice morning ride, and like lately, I've been getting in, like, I'll do my strength training workouts in the mornings, and then I'll do, like, maybe a bike ride in the afternoon. And, I'm telling you, there's just something about doing that bike ride early, and I'm talking about a bike ride early in the morning. Not a workout, not the strength training workout. Strength training workout in the morning is fine. It's great. As a matter of fact, if you're ever going to take on a strength training program, doing it in the morning is actually the best time for you to do it. A lot of reasons why. A lot of reasons why. But I'll tell you, there's nothing like waking up and getting out for that bike ride early in the morning. I think it's just something about you get out there for, like this morning, it was just barely over a half hour. I'm going to probably do about another 90 minutes later today. But the thing is, you get out for that bike ride, and, it's early in the morning. You're getting the blood flowing. It wakes your brain up. It wakes your mind up. It wakes your body up. You just feel great. And I'm telling you, it's a feeling that I don't get when I go for a ride in the afternoon or in the late evening. Actually, sometimes in the late evening it does. Because the other night I went for a ride at like, what was that, on Saturday? Might have been Saturday, might have been Sunday. I went for a ride at like 8-ish at night, about 8 o'clock at night. And man, it was so nice out. I got home and I was like, damn, I should go out and ride some more because I just feel so good. It feels so good out. I feel good. But it's so funny how like the morning time is like the perfect time to get in that workout. But I'm telling you, more than anything, that bike ride. I think it's because you're getting out there for a good, like today was a half hour or an hour, and you're just constantly going at it. You're just hammering away. You're just hammering away. You're going at it. Like there's no rest. When you're on a bicycle, there is no rest unless you're riding in town and there's stoplights and stop signs and all that stuff. But like where I live at, I live right on the edge of town. I go like, not even a half mile away, and I'm on an open road that there's very minimal stop signs for me to even have to stop at. But I get out and I ride and I get home. Even if it's a 2.5 hour ride, you get home in the morning, you're just like, damn, man, you feel so damn good. And it's the bike ride, because I'm telling you, I do my strength training workouts in the morning too, and I feel good. It feels good to get that strength training in, but I'm telling you, man, that bike ride, just, yeah, I think it's the heart thing, because your heart's constantly going, your legs are constantly pumping, there's no rest breaks or anything like that. I think that's what it is, and it really wakes my brain up, and I feel great. And this morning, that's, I'm feeling a little frisky, feeling a little funny, having a good time. I was out riding, listening to the Den of Nerds live, and anyway, guys, let's get back here into the live chats and see what you're all talking about. Everybody was saying hello. Fanjek says they're going to be enacting martial law in Philly any day now. Are you serious? Is that true? Captain Pennsylvania says my dad watches your comic reviews. Awesome. Tell him to leave some comments, man. Tell him to leave some comments and let me know what comic books. Go check out my comic book pull list and what comic books he'd like me to do some more in-depth reviews of. And any of them, in any of the backlog. There's a whole playlist of my comic book pull list too. Tell me to go check it out. Yeah. Because, like, I review a lot of books, but I don't review a lot of books either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Rose Sachs says, Captain Pennsylvania, it's all good. Hell yeah. He says, really? It's that bad in PA? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, really? Maverick Pilgrim, thank you for being here. Mads Mama Bear, how are you doing this morning? Hope you're doing well. Lord Cows TV says, "What's up, my brother? Salute, chat. How are you doing this morning, Lord Cows? I hope all is well. I know things. It seems like over on the East Coast, things are a lot more locked down than they over here where I'm at. Like where I'm at, I've been going and working. I've been going out and working, and what I do is I go out to local businesses and I sell snacks like nuts, trail mixes, candies, chocolates, beef jerky, all kinds of great stuff. And that's what I do. And I was sitting here thinking, man, with everything going on, man, business is probably going to be kind of slow this week. But you know what? It's been a busy week. Like most of the places that I go to, man, they've really embraced me and they've really been supportive here over this last week. Like Tuesday, I had a day like my Tuesdays, like I had this Tuesday, are Tuesdays that I usually have when I go to Tehachapi, which is another town here where I live at about 45 miles away. And I haven't been there in a while and I need to go back. But like that's like it was like that good of a day. I was like, dang man. Went out Wednesday. I was like, I don't know. It's gonna be as good of a day, man. I went into a couple of places on Wednesday. Man, I did good business. I was out working yesterday on Thursday, and things seemed a little more locked down. It seemed a little more not as busy. But maybe because I was on the boulevard yesterday. But I went out and I hit I went to fewer places yesterday and made more money than I do on a normal Thursday. So I'm expecting today I'll get out and maybe have a good day. And it's very good. Like it's nice to see that a lot of the people where I go serve, they're welcoming to having me there. With everything going on, it's kind of surprising to see that. They're welcoming. They invite me in. They're like, hey, hey, great. Oh, so great to see you. Yeah, that has been awesome. So, as bad as everything is out there, guys, just know that there are people out there still working and there are people still willing to support you. There's plenty of things out there to do. Hopefully, you haven't been impacted by everything that's going on out there. Because it's a lot, being off of work and all that stuff, it doesn't help. But you got to think about one thing, like here's one thing, is if you're off work, you're not going out to work or anything like that, really the only thing is you got to if you're just at home, if you're just staying at home, you shouldn't be spending any money, right? I mean, essentially you're not spending any money other than, your mortgage, your rent, your those usual bills you have. So really, I mean, and here's one thing I found too, is when I had my regular job, when I used to be an hourly associate and go into work and have an hour break, an hour lunch, and eat lunch and all that stuff. I tell you one thing, I used to eat a lot more, and I used to spend a lot more money. Now that I do what I do, I mostly eat at home. I go out and I don't spend as much money. Like like you spend less. So I mean, some things to think about. Of course, things aren't always going to be that great because we all know that to pay bills, you got to be, excuse me, you got to be working. So I hope you're all doing very good today. I hope you're all doing very good. And like I said, I'm glad everything's been going good for me. I've been very lucky, been very blessed, and that's just been, I guess, the story of my life, man. And why, I don't know. Why, I don't know. Why me of all people seems to be why I seem to get lucky and be fortunate, and like in any situation I've ever been in my life, I've always been fortunate to come across the best people. Um, like the best people that there is. People who are always supportive, not only just of me but of my family. People who met people since I've lived here in California. It's been about next year will be 20 years, man. Moved to this new town, met a whole bunch of great people. And I guess it's one of those things, like we attract who we are, right? We attract who we are. And I mean, maybe I'm actually an okay guy, and I've been lucky to attract a lot of great people. And also another thing is maybe sometimes we set examples for others. Maybe sometimes other people look to us and be like, hey, this guy's all right, and maybe they look to us for other good examples to follow or anything like that. And I'm not saying I'm that guy. I'm not saying I am. But I'm okay. I'm okay. And man, it's great to be here every day hanging out with you guys, man. Cause you guys just like when I go out in my community and I go out and sell and I work and everything and everybody's so supportive. It's the same thing when I get here on YouTube with you guys, the YouTube community who comes here and supports me, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just feeling it this morning, man. I'm feeling it this morning. Um Let's see. Yinzer Jim is here. Thank you for being here. Mads Mama Bear says, you lovable dork. Comic John says, I too am a sucker for channel updates. I know. I don't know what it is. Those channel updates. I always like, because sometimes you want to see what somebody's been up to or what they're going to change, and you're sitting there like, for most of us, I know what it is. Like, because maybe they're going to change their content or something and wanting to let you know that it's going to change. And, if you unsubscribe, they understand and all that stuff. And most of the time, what it comes down for most of us is like, bro, you do and talk about whatever you want to talk about. We're here to support you because I like you and the way you talk about things or your viewpoints or the way you do things. Even though I may not always agree, I like you and the way you present. That's what it is for most of us. Like, for a lot of people, like, like you just like the personality. And I think that's a huge thing. More so than just what they're talking about. Like, like I'm just saying, for instance, you don't like cycling. And all of a sudden, here on the channel, I switched everything up and stopped talking so much about comic books and movies and started talking more about cycling and maybe sports in general. Maybe you don't like sports and all that stuff in general, but maybe you like me and you're like, hey, I'll keep tuning in because I don't know, this dude makes me laugh. They're all right. They're all right. And I'll put up with talking and listening to the Tour de France updates, even though I fucking hate cycling and I hate cyclists. Death race. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how it is. And thank you. Thank you guys again for being here. I do greatly appreciate that. Totally wasn't me that just did that. That is it that bad in Philly? Yeah. I was gonna say that's wondering all of us. Fanjextra says I would do a channel update, but only 5 people would watch it. I would watch it, Fanjextra. I still have to go back and watch your video from Wednesday, man. TT says, is this a safe place for snowflakes? Oh, I take it you watched that Marvel commercial. I think everybody's talking about that, man. Everybody's talking about that Marvel commercial. There's people who don't even read comic books or care about comic books talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. But thank you for being here, TT. Maverick Pilgrim says, the heart of the revolution, brought down by fear of an illness. Sad. Yeah. True. Very true. And Lord Cal says, Mads Mama Bear, good to see you. And it is good to see you, Mads Mama Bear. Seems like it's been a while. And you know what? I missed the Queen's Council yesterday. I've been freaking busy as hell, though, too. With my business, because just a couple weeks ago, actually about 3 weeks ago, I just bought a new vehicle. So I've been trying to work and get it all set up. And it's been busy. It's been crazy. Captain Pennsylvania says, I'm like the only one on Earth that lives every day like nothing happened. Makes me feel like I need a day off. I know, Captain Pennsylvania, I'm there with you. I'm there with you, man. Eli Gray says, good morning and the crew. I'm coronavirus free, but I do have a bad respiratory infection and have to take extra measures and self-quarantine since I'm in the high-risk group. Absolutely, Eli Gray. Hey, man, it's great to hear from you. Glad to hear that it's not coronavirus that you have and that it is... I don't know, and I know that sounds bad. I'm glad to hear that it's just that and not what's going on right now, because that would be even that much worse. And of course, self-quarantining yourself, I mean, if I was you, I would probably be absolutely indoors with nobody around. I'd probably be plugging all my vents and everything because, if you live in an apartment, the circulatory and, yeah, hell no, man. I hear you, man, but it's good to hear from you, Eli. Glad to hear that it's not that, but I'm still not glad to hear that you're sick and not doing good. And I'm sure we all feel the same way. That we're glad that you are feeling good, and not glad that you're still hurting anyway. Captain Pennsylvania says Trinity trolling this morning. Vanject says channel update: Trailer Park Live is canceled forever. Hey man, I'm not trolling. Just because you guys don't agree doesn't mean that I'm trolling. Isn't that what I'm supposed to say? Let's see. Man, you guys are being active against it. Okay, I'm getting close to caught up. This is like the 73rd time he's been canceled, right? Oh man. Yeah, you make a good point. Fanjack says, morning bike ride or sex? Not sure which Trinity likes more. I'm not gonna say neither. Because what if? What if you could combine the two? I need to get my wife on a bike. I need to get her riding with me. You know, out riding in three canyons. We're out there in the middle of nowhere, and you're riding up the hill. You get to the top, and normally you get to the top, and your heart's racing, and you're ready for that downhill to go flying down the hill, cutting through the curves. But then at the top, you just stop there because there's a nice little hiking trail. Nobody else is around. It's trees. You're in the mountains, and yeah. Anyway. Um, let's see. Rose Sack says, "Keep yourself protected, Eli Gray." Yeah, absolutely. It's gotten saucy this morning. Oh, is he talking about riding a bike? Yes. Yes. Eli Gray says, "Someone get Trinity a GoPro so he can morph the channel into an athletic channel. You are the new Richard Simmons." Yes. You know, actually, I have a contour camera. It's actually, I don't know that it's better than a GoPro, but I like it just because the shape of it a little bit better. It's a little more phallic looking, not just a little block, right? Isn't that what all men want? I think women want it too. Something that's a little more phallic looking. But yeah, I've got another channel. Actually got two other channels that you could go check out. One of them is called the Peanut Peddler. Links are down in the description. That's my business. You could also go check out the Peddling Pugilist. Peddling Pugilist. I put a couple of videos over there. I've wanted to do more, but I've actually thought about putting some of that over here on this channel. But then like I don't know, because to me, I think like comic books, movies, that goes along with like superheroes. To me, I think that sports, like athletes and things like that, kind of coincide with that because having goals, things that you want to do, having aspirations of things you want to do. But I think having goals, being successful, learning how to find success, and all those types of things. I think those are things that are essential to superheroes, and I think those are things that are essential to movies in the movie industry and just everything in general. So I've wanted to intermingle some of that a little bit. I'm just trying to find out how to do all that. Just trying to figure it all out. I was thinking like, if I had all the proper equipment, I could doing a comic book review while I'm out riding my bike. That'd be hilarious. I dropped out of the stream for a moment. Oh, it's all good, Maverick. I'll tell his old ass. Road Sax's bike riding and running generate endorphins. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, in a way that strength training don't. And see, and that's the thing. Like, when it comes to working out, like I don't like using the word cardio because cardio is pretty much anything that gets your heart rate above its normal resting rate, which is pretty much anything. Pretty much anything you do is cardio. But the one thing is because like I'm not in it right now, like especially after last night, but really strict. But doing keto, and the thing is, a lot of people have misconceptions about these kinds of things. But like even strength training, when you go strength training, your heart rate don't go very high. It's because you're more just concentrated on one muscle group and things like that. So it's a much different workout than say going for a run or going for a bike ride and things like that. Yeah, and like you're saying, the endorphins and all that stuff. Yeah, love it. Although sometimes later in the day it's not so great. And I've also found, I'm not going to get into all that right now. I'm not going to get into that. Not in the southeast, it's still going strong. Okay, nice. Eli Gray says curfew and martial law are different. Fan gesture. That's the norm everywhere now. Martial law is being able to shoot people like the purge. Right. Schools closed 8 p.m. to 5 p.m. or to 5 a.m. curfew. Really? That's crazy. Malls closed. Yeah. God, where was that? Seen somewhere, maybe it was an article, maybe it was on Facebook, where they were saying it's still good to go outside and get, go hiking, go running, go do whatever you want to do outdoors, even on these trails and everything, like I think down in LA, just, obviously don't be too close to all that stuff. I'm like, people, come on, man. But yeah. Also, speaking of comic pulls, all the new Thors are on the way, but I probably can't get them until April 4th. Oh man, that sucks. But yeah, All them Thors, man, they're great, dude. They're great. They're great. Dixie is here, says, I'm wearing my Corona flash. Nice. Maverick Pilgrim says, dude, I have friends in T-Hat. Oh, you got friends in Tehachapi? Nice, nice. Dude, Tehachapi is so nice up there, dude. It's a nice area. It's nice. They won't send them, Mav? Not to my house. Shop is closed. Oh, man, that sucks, dude. That sucks. I know things here are... I know things here are, though, says fan gesture to Eli Gray. Damn, that sucks. Probably means it'll go under, sadly. Yeah, and maybe that's why they should. Maybe that's why those LCSs. I know a lot of LCSs are doing things where they're delivering people's comic book pull lists, or they're taking orders over the phone and things over the phone, and just like basically doing drive up, so where people can still come and pick up their books, and they can still sell books and make their money. So there's always ways to still do that. It's just if they're going to if the comic book shop is willing to take those means. For the most part, that means you have to pay somebody and staff it unless you own the shop and you're gonna go staff it. I mean that's kind of what it takes. So yeah, that's pretty rough, man. And there's a lot of stuff I could say about what's going on right now with all that kind of stuff, because you would think for the economy and everything, you would think as bad as it would be, it might be good to maybe just like hold everything off, even if it's just for 30 days, like 1 month, like, okay, we're going to let you buy rent free or whatever. And I was going to say, that's the thing. That's what's tough, because everybody's in that situation. Like, it trickles down everywhere. It's like, okay, like, your rent is free for this month or whatnot and all that kind of stuff. Like, for people living in apartments, that's rough, because landlords, they still got bills to pay, you know what I mean? But that's why, the financial industry could always be like, hey, what, postponing everything in 1 month, pushing everything off, even just 1 month is enough without affecting everybody. Yeah. But of course that's a whole lot of ducks to get in a row, I guess. But yeah, all that stuff sucks. Lord Cal says digital downloads. Yeah, absolutely. Captain Pennsylvania says, Mav, how can I message you? Got something. Oh, okay, nice. Eli Gray says, yeah, but they are way different. They aren't going to use violence on you guys. I'm in Chirac, so stupid, and the curfew is fine here. Okay. Nice. Okay. Chirac. Oh, man. All right. Gotcha. Not sure why it broke it out like that. Haha. Not sure why it broke it out like that. Oh, man. What happened? If this virus keeps going, the studios are really going to push their online streaming. Could movie theaters recover from this? TT, the thing is yes, they will. The thing is the studios aren't going to push the online streaming thing. They're already doing that. They've already been doing that. Most of the studios have access to an online streaming platform in the first place. The thing is one thing with the movie industry is I think this will make a lot of the studio heads look at, okay, what movies are we seriously going to put into the theater to spend money to push in theaters, to try those bigger blockbuster movies that are actually going to make money this way. Because I think we will see, and I've talked about this throughout the week, and I don't think I've seen you here throughout the whole week since I've been talking about this either, TT, so I'll happily explain it again, is that a movie like Invisible Man, from Universal, that they're going to putting out today apparently, for that on-demand streaming, and the thing is they're doing it on demand, so you're only going to pay for it and only be able to watch it for the 1 day, maybe the 2 days, 48 hours, and that's it. It's not like you're going to be able to purchase it and have it to continuously watch over and over as many times as you want, like a digital download. I think they said they're doing that with Bloodshot, though. But the thing is like, Invisible Man has already had, 3-4 weeks at the theater already, so that movie might do good. A movie like Trolls World Tour will probably do just fine. They're going to lose some money, but they might gain in a whole... Because, like, for me, I'd be taking 4 people to see that, my kids and myself. Maybe my wife if she wasn't working, so there'd be $5 potential. So that's potentially, just saying, being, at best, $10 a ticket, that's $50. Compared to the $120 ticket, buying it one time at home. But they probably get in more people who are like, oh, I've got... maybe they're just like me. I've got 5 kids. Of course I'll pay $20 to watch it for 48 hours and we'll watch it 3 times. So you might get in more of those people who aren't going to go to the theater. But movies like Black Widow, and it's funny because I've been talking about this from the day one that they started shutting down all these movies. And finally, I heard some of the people like John Campy and them talking about it here over the past couple days. Is that big movies like Black Widow? Absolutely not. That would be the stupidest thing for them to do, is to put it on the streaming service, because that movie is a blockbuster. That movie is going to rake in money at the theater. Is it going to break $1 billion? I'm not saying that. But that's one of the ones that has the potential to. Or a Trolls World Tour? No. What else do they have that's coming out? Anna? Is that one of those other movies I think I've seen out there? Some of these movies, they're not big blockbuster movies that are going to make that great a movie. So the studios, they're not going to keep going this way. And I think it was Sony that actually even put out a press release talking about, no, they're in full support of the theaters and everything. They're doing this right now for their fans. But they have full intention of going back to doing theater releases when they do that, because that, I mean, you make so much money that way. You lose a lot of money doing just straight to digital for a blockbuster. And that's what I'm saying. Going forward, it's going to be important for movie studios and executives to actually be looking at that. They're probably going to start weighing that a lot more heavily now, going into the future, saying like, do we really want to release this movie at the theater when we could probably do a great release on this on digital online, and not only do a great digital release for it, but they might find it where they can do like, okay, what we can do is we will do an event thing like the digital release, where it's like you just rent it. You can only rent it for like the first month or so, and then in maybe another 2 months down the line, after it's off of that, then you can buy the actual digital copy. That might be something to think about for certain movies, but certainly a blockbuster like Black Widow, absolutely terrible idea. If it was me, I wouldn't even think about it. I'd be like, nope, it's just delayed until we can get that shit in the theater, because we've got a lot of money to make in the theater with this movie. This movie over here on the other hand, straight fine, put it on streaming. That's fine. That's cool. But that's just me. But the movie theaters recover from this. I think they can. I think they can recover. It certainly won't be easy. But I think they could. Eli Grace says, Trinity, you have extreme luck because of your OG Chicago Bears blanket. All right. I'll send him a Bills blanket. No thanks. No need to panic. You're welcome to come to my Warzone and quarantine with me, Fanjecture. Party at my safe house. Only 10 guests max. Who's in? Uh-oh. Self-quarantine. Oh, man. You guys are funny. Okay, where are we at here? Maverick Pilgrim says, channel update. Hey, guys, I just want to let you know I added this video to the channel, so the number of videos has changed. Right? We better get an NFL season. I'll be so bummed if my only sports is from Huey Lewis and the News, even though that album is awesome. Absolutely, Sports is a freaking great album by Huey Lewis and the News. Agreed. I'm hanging in, but they take my football and furniture starts moving. All right. Matt's Mama Bear says, both of you missed the Queen's Council. I know, like, God, and I was just so busy last night. But you know what else it was too? Young Rippa 59 had his stream going on last night, and it was fire. Had some idiot on there, like, yeah, oh man. He had some total goon on there who was like arguing this point, saying, oh, like, that's just like your opinion. And it's like, no, bro. That's what the writers said. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. It's hilarious. Yeah, but I'll go through and I'll go back and check that out, man. I'll go back and check that out. Safe place for comic and life lessons discussion here, right? What's the Queen's Council? The Queen's Council is some of the ladies of the Fandom Menace when they all get together and they do a live stream on Thursday evenings and just they have fun. It's a fun show. Yeah, hope you recover soon, Eli. Yes, definitely. We would have a tailgate parties of 10 Max, Capital Pennsylvania, and most definitely Trent will be A-OK. It's a stream I co-host every Thursday at 9 p. Yeah, there we go, 9:30. Captain Pennsylvania says, always ready to talk Bills football with people. This is our season. Man, Bills fans been saying this is our season for years. I work Thursday nights. That sucks, man. Maybe I can jump in one day. Yeah. I was lurking and working, just didn't comment. And you know what? I say like Lord Cal's in there, dude. I do that on so many live streams, so many videos. I'm watching and lurking. I just like because a lot of time I'm working. A lot of times I'm working. I apologize to everyone for that, for inspiring that story. Oh no, which one? Which second stream? I'll change the channel name. No worries. Replay is always available. This week it was on According to Christy. Okay, change the channel names to Jocks and Jogging. Oh yeah, that's funny. Found it. Okay, cross the streams, Trinity. Cross the streams. Matt says I have one of your shirts coming in, Lord Cal. So I'll give you a heads up when I wear it. Oh, nice. Just strap a green screen to the back of your bike. That won't be awkward at all. Oh yeah, absolutely. Maybe I'll just wear a green kit. I'll wear green and I'll just green screen like my whole body onto something else. You know what I mean? Like that'd be kind of cool, right? Oh man. Thanks, I appreciate the support. Always support you guys, says Mads Mama Bear. Eli Gray says water bottles and fanny packs. I mean jocks and jogging. No, see here's what it is. We wear. Ooh, and I'll show you on this one as well. I'll show you on this one as well. My Heroes jersey. What? My Heroes jersey? What are you talking about? My Heroes jersey. Booyah! Oh yeah, Lance Armstrong, baby. Yeah. The man who done it best. Anyway. Ooh, did I just say that? Seven-time Tour de France winner? Yeah, I said it. He won them. You ask anybody else out there on the bike who won them? Lance Armstrong won them. But they've got these right here, these little pockets in there, so you don't have to. We don't wear fanny packs, bruh. It's the new age. We got the fanny packs built into our shirts. But yeah, definitely have water bottles though, but those go in the water bottle cages. But occasionally I do carry a third one in my back pocket, and yeah, I usually carry it frozen, and yeah, I've chucked it at a few people before. Crazy Eyed Jetta has been teaching soap making to grandkids and other colonial skills since homebound till May. Nice. Crazy Eyed Jetta, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean teaching skills like that's cool. Homebound, yeah, and homebound till May, yeah, that's crazy. Banks over here are going to freeze mortgages for up to 6 months, says TT. Nice, and that's something that should happen. Australia, okay, wow, that's helpful. We would never do that here. Yeah, no, they wouldn't do that here, though they should. Lord Cal says that's awesome, TT. In New York, I believe Cuomo suspended mortgage payments for 90 days for those that suffered a loss of income. Nice, and that's what they should be doing. And they should be doing that for businesses as well, places like these theaters and things like that. You know what I mean? Imagine the schools won't open till next school year. Wow, crazy. Got emails from Fandango about streaming. Can't be covered if AMC can recover. Yeah, Invisible Man is out. $20 for 48-hour rental on iTunes. Yeah, that's not too bad. $20 for 48 hours. The only problem is the bootlegging. Everybody's talked about that, but you know, like that happens no matter what. The bootlegging happens no matter what. And the thing is this almost negates that because it's accessible to everybody. You know what I mean? It's accessible to everybody at this point, where the bootlegging, you know, it's still at theaters and people go bootleg it from there. Here, they're just getting it online. You might actually get a better copy, but here it's more accessible. So it almost cuts down on some of that bootlegging too. At the same time, it almost, I won't say that it does, 100%. That's a good point about the cinemas. Yeah. I know Maryland's governor said no utilities shut off or eviction. Yeah, I think they said the same thing in several places. Same for Chicago, Jedi. Nice, yeah. And that's what needs to happen. Seriously, that's what needs to happen. I think here our local city ordinances, they've canceled a lot of stuff, but they've also said suspension of like things like parking tickets and citations and all that kind of stuff. My business license, I think, is going to be postponed for however long, which is cool. That's what needs to happen. Otherwise, I mean, can you imagine what the country would be like if we came out of this everybody in the fucking hole, like, that would not be good. I mean, people would be losing their homes, losing businesses, losing. Think about, if you live in an apartment, think about the fact that your landlord could lose the whole apartment complex with everything. I mean, I'm not saying they would, but there's that potential. That's the potential ramifications we're looking at. So things like that, they almost, like, literally have to happen, since everything's kind of at a standstill. Not everything is, because I'm telling you, I'm going out and I'm seeing plenty of people, and plenty of things are still going on. But for the majority of people, a lot of people in a lot of industries are being hurt by this right now. And I'm just thankful I haven't been yet. I'm thankful I haven't been. Um, in hugely impacted, hugely impacted. Um, Eli Gray says they have to hold off on Black Widow. Like Captain Pennsylvania said, is going to. It's got major Winter Soldier vibe. It's going to be a killer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It will. It will. I can't wait for that Black Widow, man. It's going to be good. Yeah, it looks great. Rose Sax says my utility company has also published statement about no turnoff. Nice. Maybe drive-in will make a comeback. Yeah, and I've heard that. Some people saying the drive-ins are actually doing pretty good right now, but there's not very many of them left anyway. But yeah, certainly. But the thing is even if drive-ins are open, you got to think that the studios still aren't releasing movies that are supposed to be coming out at those drive-ins neither. Like, the drive-ins would just be playing movies that they already have, and movies they have access to is really all they could do. You watch your lips, Trinity. Go Bills will be the right for a season. What's up, Iron Tree Skills? How you doing? Okay. Here, I just want to say this, Crazy-Eyed Jedi. And I want to. This is something, and I won't tiptoe around this. Crazy-Eyed Jedi is saying, didn't Lance cheat? I don't have my book here available to show you. I wonder if I wonder. I know. I posted this on. I posted this on my Facebook before. But the thing is like, and anybody, a lot of people will say, oh well, you could easily say that about just about anything, man. It's making excuses. But the thing is like, is it really cheating if everybody is doing it? And I only asked that because there was this graphic that Bicycling Magazine did a long time ago, and I don't know if I have it here. There was this graphic that Bicycling Magazine did years ago, where what they did was they went through and they showed this graph of everybody in the Tour de France, the top 10 people in the Tour de France over the last 20 years or something like that. I mean, it was a lot of years that they covered. They went through and they did the top 10. The top 10 finishers in the Tour de France. And they had them all, like, color-coded. Like, who did this, who did that. The thing is like, people who had been caught doping, been suspicious, been suspended, anything with doping. Right here it is. Bam. Bam. Let me see if I can find this on here to show you. And I'm not saying that it's any excuse. Maybe I am. But was he doping? Yes, he was. But so was nearly everybody else out there, man. I'm telling you. Let me see if I can find this here. Where are we at here? Let me find my stuff here. But yeah, they did this graphic, and here's why. Let me see if I can find this here. Photos. Your photos. Yes, here we go. See how long it takes to load all these up. And see if I can get this pulled up here. Oh, come on. Don't you hate how long these things take sometimes? Because it's a photo from way back. It's like 825 of 848 photos that I have on here. So it's going to take a second. But the thing is Lance Armstrong, was he doping? Yes, he was. Was it cheating? And like I said, it's not a justification, but literally, like, everybody else in the field was cheating too. They were doing the same stuff. He just did it better. He just didn't get caught. He's the one that actually had to fess up. to it. They had no. I mean, there's all the proof there, but there's no actual proof. Was the thing. But the thing is like there's even other people that he raced against at those times that when they went back and asked him like who won those tours, they're like, Lance won them. Lance won them. And the thing is they all know it. They were cheating too. So he was like he was just the best cheater in a room full of cheaters is what it came down to. Does that make it right? No. I'm not saying it makes it right. I'm not even saying it's justified, but the fact is he is 7-time Tour de France winner. Fact is the doping he was doing and what they were doing. This isn't something that a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions when it comes to doping and things like that too. Is that a lot of people think that it makes you Superman. The thing that you have to do is you still have to have the ability. You don't like. You could go out there and start doping, and it wouldn't. Is this gonna build this show? It won't. It wouldn't matter. Let me see if I can get this to show here for you. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Is that it? Is that it? Okay, there's me. Let me get my window capture here. Let's see. Come on, window capture. What's going on here? Window capture. Here we go. There we go. There we go. So right here we got. Will that blow it up more? I don't know why. There we go. That's a little bit better, I think. Right here you can see they got 1999, 2000, 2001, 2003, 2004. They got all the years that he was in the Tour de France on here, right? They've got all of these, and see all of these gray boxes here are people who had been suspended for doping, who had been suspicious, all of these different things, and it's got their list of all their different things right over here, right? So there's that. Every single one of these, all of these gray boxes are people who were caught. Like you can, let me see. I'm not sure how. This goes through 2009. You can see that pretty much all these are all grayed out, and he's the one over here that won it all. That's in the white box, who never got caught, was never under suspicion. None of that stuff. He's the only one. So you tell me, out of all those top 10 people, I mean, sure, it's cheating still, but he was obviously just cheating in a peloton full of dopers. So, like I said, I'm not saying that it's right. And the thing is, when it comes to the doping, it doesn't make you Superman. You still have to have the ability. Like, you can't just, like me right now, I can't just like put, do what he was doing, put in, pump some of them steroids and go out there and beat somebody whose ability is way above mine. It's not like that. The doping that they do, that's where, like I said, a lot of people have misconceptions about that. What it comes down to, and most people throughout the year, most of the people who are doping, they don't even usually do it most of the time. They would only do it in these stage races, these probably not even the week-long ones. It would actually just be these stage races that are 3 weeks of the Grand Tours, which are the Tour d'Italia, or the Giro d'Italia, the Volta a España, and the Tour de France, which are 3 races that are 3 weeks long. The only thing that the doping that they're doing, all it does is it makes you recover faster. Your body is able to recover and repair itself faster. That's it. Now the thing is why that's cheating in these races is because on a 21-day stage race, it's all about recovery. It's not even about how great you are at whether you're the best, whether you're the fastest rider in the peloton to win the sprints, or whether you're the best climber to win in the mountains. That is almost irrelevant if you can recover faster. That's the thing, is is it's all those stage races are all about recovery. It's all about recovery. So being able to doing these, doping like that and recovering faster on the rest day, you get it. But they get tested every day, especially the guy who wins the stage. And not all of them get tested every day, but some of them do, especially the winner of the stage. But they do it on a rest day, and then you're re-energized to go out there for the next few days. And that's what it's ultimately about, is about recovery. It's not about performance right now. It's not like I shoot the stuff up and right now I go and like I'm doped up and I go out there and kick everybody. It's not that. It's recovery. But did he cheat? Yeah, he cheated. They all cheated. They were all cheating. That's the thing. So he cheated with all the cheaters. I'm not saying that makes it right. I'm not saying that makes him wrong. He was just cheating with all the... He was doing... he got into it by the other people who were doing it. Other people around him. You can go back through and you can watch all you can watch all of the documentaries on it and everything like that, and you can clearly see everybody else around him was doing it. A lot of people had problems with it, like moral, they wrestled with it morally because they're like, it's cheating, but everybody else is doing it. If I don't do it, I can't compete with these people, and I might as well just be sitting at home and working a regular job. But they're already overseas. They're already living overseas. They got contracts with these teams to ride for these teams. So what do? It's not even a thing of peer pressure. It's, you do it, Especially when your team captain is such a bully and makes you do it. Otherwise, you're off the team. Where Lance's biggest downfall was, when it came to all that stuff, was he was an asshole to people. He was an asshole to people, and he destroyed people's lives personally. That's what made him such an asshole. But as far as the cheating, everybody else was doing it. I absolve him. I'll happily absolve him of the cheating because everybody else was doing that. Everybody else was doing that. But he was an asshole because he actually went out there and he threatened people. He literally ruined people's lives more than just his own. That's what was so bad about Lance Armstrong. Baller Jersey. I want to start writing, but I don't want to dress up. You know what? I was that same way too at first, man. I was the same way too at first. That's how I got the nickname Hammer Pants. Crazy Eye Jedi. Apparently, it's not cheating if everyone does it. Well, I was gonna say, and that's the thing. I mean, it's still cheating, but he's just cheating with everybody else who's cheating. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. He's still cheating, but he's cheating with everybody else who's already cheating. And I'm not saying that justifies it, but everybody else around him was cheating at the time too. And nowadays, here's the thing: nowadays they say they're riding clean. There's nobody doping. They got more tests and everything in place. But fact is that now, the Tour de France over the past couple of years, it gets faster each year. Times get shorter. Each stage gets shorter. The ride time of them. So riders are riding faster, and they're not doping now. Now you could easily make the argument that sports science has evolved and people are just training harder, training smarter, and eating smarter and things like that. You could easily make that argument too. So there's a lot to say though, but he was cheating. Everybody else was cheating. That's why anybody who actually really knows in all that stuff should have no problems with the fact that he was cheating because everybody else was cheating. They should have problems with the fact that he was an asshole and ruined people's lives for it. That's the ultimate problem, because everybody else was cheating. Like I said, I'm not saying it was right though. Eli Gray says, check out Specialized Bikes based out of California. Killer rides. Oh, yeah. I ride Specialized, Eli. Matter of fact, I ride, and I showed this before, but I ride a Specialized. Matter of fact, I ride beyond even a Specialized. The bike that I ride is actually a bike just like the pros ride. Just like the pros ride in the Tour de France. It's this right here. This is a Specialized S-Works. Let me see that right there. S-Works. S-Works is their top of the line. It's like the race stuff. This bike, well, not now because this bike is a handful of years old. This is a 2016 frame. But this bike right here, back in 2016, probably even in 2017, is the exact same bike that the pros would ride in the Tour de France. It's got electronic shifting, so there's no cables on it. You probably can't see most of that, but right here, like these right here, these cables, these are only for the brakes. These are only the brake cables. Everything else here is digital. This right here, see this paddle? Oh, it's not. Like, I'll hit this thing, and you can watch it. What? Oh, it only goes so far. Yeah. So that's what it does. It's like all electronic shifting. It's super lightweight. Got to recharge the batteries on here. It's got a power meter on there. So instead of just going based off of heart rate, like the power meter tells me how much power I'm putting on the pedals. How much power. It's a way better gauge for training and things like that. So that's what that is. But yeah, like that's like, and I'm telling you, like, if I take off these water bottles, like I'll show you, like right there. Look, let me move my chair here. But like, here's, you know, one finger. I can literally pick it up with one finger. Is it a little heavy for one finger? Yes, it is. But needless to say, it's that light. Like, you can't go to Walmart and pick up a bike with one finger. You gotta go there. Like, you gotta curl that shit. Trust me, I know. I used to work there. But yeah. But yeah, in Specialized bikes, I know that the actual Specialized at the home office, they do the lunch ride. They do the lunch ride every day. Like, they're like, I don't know that the CEO makes them go out on a ride, but they go out and ride every day at lunch. Yeah. Joe Namath was number 12. Joe Namath, number 12, was my childhood hero. Joe Namath was the man. Namath is from Pittsburgh area. Gray out in Phyllis Subs was Eagles fan, but respect to those Steelers of the 70s. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Steelers of the 70s, man, those were the Steelers, man. Those were real football players back then, man. Absolutely. I'll root for the Bills for you, Captain Pennsylvania. We always know there's no hope for the Bears. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Man, I'm telling you, the Bears were... Not even getting into it, because I don't watch football anymore and really care. But yeah, the Bears are the best team in the NFL. Everybody knows that. All the history's there, everything. They're the best. And don't give me none of that Green Bay Packers, Vince Lombardi, they named the trophy after him, bull crap. I don't want to hear none of that. Get out of here with that crap. Though I do miss the antics that George Halas would pull back in the day on the old stuff. And like people these days, they bitch about shit. Like George Halas, he invented a lot of the things that go on these days. People talk about, oh, they deflated the ball a little bit. Do you know the things George Halas did? Respect, yes, but I'm a Bills guy myself. 89 Steelers sucked my first year of football. Thanks for the support, bro, but you never know, man. You never know. That's called an even playing field. I blame Sheryl Crow breakup. Armstrong was a superior athlete with and without steroids, and he beat cancer. Absolutely. Yeah, and the even playing field thing, I mean, that's still kind of, yeah, I mean, it's that, but that's still kind of a cop-out, too. But at the same time, if you can't be competitive, well, and then that was part of it, because I know one of the guys that came out, I can't remember the guy's name right off the top of my head that used to ride with Lance, was saying, the thing is, like, if we can't be competitive, what are we even doing here? So we just started doing it anyway, so we could even compete with these people. So yeah. James is here, says, hey, Og, everyone enjoying being grounded? Well, we're not grounded where I'm at, but yeah, I mean, it's been okay. I've been actually doing pretty good. What do they say in professional sports? It's not cheating until you get caught. Unless you're the Patriots. They cheat. Rose Sex says steroids and performance-enhancing and drugs are part of sports. Yeah, and here's the thing about that, too, is a lot of these people get it for free. Because you know what? If you have those drugs to peak performance, who do you want to give them to? Some average asshole like me? Or the professional athlete like Lance Armstrong and all these professional athletes who, like, you can really do some studies, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. But yeah, they are. I mean, plain and simply, they are part of sports. Go back and watch that documentary on. I think it's still on Netflix. What is it called? Uh, Bigger, faster, stronger, stronger, bigger, faster, something like that. Who was that guy? Mark Bell? No, not Mark Bell. Something Bell. He directed it, and he was talking about from wrestling to Olympics to cycling to everything. Talking about it, dude, it's crazy. And then I think they got another one that they did called Prescription Thugs. Good stuff. Good stuff. Crazy Jedi says, I mean cheating. I meant the cheating as a razzing. I apologize if it came off as. Oh no! It didn't come off as defensive. No, no, you're all good. Cheating as a razzing. Oh yeah, and yeah, like I said, no, you're all good. You're all good. But no, I mean he was cheating. I mean, plain and simple, he was cheating. But the thing is, everybody else around him was cheating too, and that's the thing. Like everybody loses perspective of that when they think about it. The thing that made, like I said, the thing that made Lance Armstrong a bad guy is he was an asshole to people, and he literally ruined people's lives for it. He literally did that. So it's not for me. Like I said, I still like the guy, and I look up to what he did and everything. He was cheating in a field full of cheaters. The thing I don't like about the guy is the fact that he was that guy. Like he strong armed people, and he was an asshole to people, and he literally ruined people's lives. That's my beef with him. Other than that, I mean, he was a good cyclist, just as good as anybody who was out there on the field during those times. But yeah, no, and you're all good. You're all good. Well, I'll be around more now since I can't go to my job. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. That sucks. I remember you saying that. I seen your post on Twitter about that. But you got the job, been there not very long, and then all of a sudden, yeah, man. Yeah, keep your head up, bro. Yeah, get right. Marathon runners in the 30s and 40s and road games chewed on cocoa leaves. Oh yeah, cocoa leaves. Yeah. Eli Gray says the doping gives their conditioning an edge. I'd still be sick and not a premier athlete. Right, right, right. I'm doping right now, and I'm taking a walk. I gotta win. DKOT says we Americans we cheat better than anybody. Oh, USA! Cheating is fun, but no, seriously, for the kids out there, don't cheat. Yeah. Well, and see, here's the thing. When it comes to the kids, I'll say when it comes to the kids thing, is your kids should only be looking to these people as inspiration, not as role models. Your kids' role models should be you. It should be you. When I was growing up, my role models were my parents. I looked to all these actors, to these singers, to these athletes as inspiration. They inspired me to want to go do things because the great feats that they do, the great acting that they do, the great musicianship that they show. But my heroes were still, like, my role models were still always my parents. And I think that's where a lot of people lose things these days. Eli Gray says, you crossed the streams and it made the show awesome. Ghostbusters, right? It was a level playing field. Yeah. It did kill that demon lady. What demon lady? Did I miss something? Fanjack says, honestly, I think Lance having one less testicle was more of a competitive advantage, giving him better wind flow. Kind of like in baseball. Oh, Crazy Eye Joe says, well, thank you for the education even boomers can learn in 2020. Oh, funny. Captain Pennsylvania says, sports science hasn't evolved that much in this little time. Well, the thing is, damn, bro, you're a for real writer. Yeah, the thing is the sports science has evolved a lot in the time. The thing is like, the sports science, the way it's evolving is everybody's kind of finding out that everything they had thought was right and everything they had thought was wrong, because it's evolving to a point where you get to a point where you learn that it's the littlest things, the littlest turn of each screw, the littlest tweak that makes the hugest difference. For instance, on a bicycle, raising your seat up by just that much can affect your performance. It can affect your performance on the bike. But we're seeing that people are being smarter about what they're eating, the things they put in their body, the amount of training they go through, just everything out there. It's evolving so much. The only thing is it's evolved that much in just these little windows. The only thing is as much as it's evolved, is you're only getting that much of an edge over your competition. Maybe you're only gaining that split second every single time, but that split second is what makes the difference between winning and losing in a lot of these instances. But yeah, for real, Ryder. Yeah, I absolutely am. Like the shoes. I can't. I don't think I got them here. The shoes that I got, they got carbon soles on them. They click onto the pedals and everything, but they're super light. The shoes that I have for riding, they cost like $400. Yeah. The helmet that I wear, it's a stupid It's a styrofoam cup. It costs like $200. Um. Yeah, every little thing. It's all about weight. It's all. It is. It is. I'm friends with specialized corporate trainer. We met at a training conference for education technology. Nice, nice. I love my team. I hate the Packers. Yeah, boo Packers. Although I've never seen in that division, I've never seen the Bears play the Packers live. That's the one team I wanted to see Bears Packers play live sometime, and that was one I was willing to go see in Lambeau Field. I'm willing to go watch the Bears play the Packers in Lambeau Field even today. Papa Bear was 726 years ago. Time to crash, guys. 2:15 a.m. over here. Have a good day. You have a good day too, TT. Thank you for being here. Bigger, Stronger, Faster by Chris Bell. Okay, I knew I was close. Yeah, it's a great documentary. Gray says that's 100% right about parental role models. Oh yeah, absolutely. And like I said, that's who I looked up to when I looked up to my parents. I had uncles and things like that as well that I looked up to, like family members, like people I really knew in my real life. Those were my role models. Like I do a lot of sewing right now. I make my kids a lot of outfits for Halloween and things like that. My grandpa used to run an upholstery shop. I liked, like cycling and stuff like that. I'm into sports. I was growing up was really into sports. So that was just something I kind of did on my own. But yeah, for the most part, it was basically but it was people like in my real life that I looked up to. But anyway, guys, man, see, I was going to talk about some movies and stuff here going. I guess we kind of talked about some of that kind of stuff. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Guys, don't forget, tonight is the Trailer Park Live. So tonight we're going to be going on and being a little more rated R, even though we've been cutting loose a little bit here on the Morning Movie Chats. But thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure that you tune in for the Trailer Park Live tonight. Going to talk about some comic books, get in and talk about some more things. Maybe we'll bring on a guest. Haven't really reached out to anybody, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes, man. Because lately, guys, I've been waking up early, so I've been wanting to get to sleep early, man. I'm telling you, those 8 o'clock times are getting tough for me. They're getting tough. But we've been hanging in there, and we're going to make it happen, and we're going to make it happen tonight. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.